As Tesla unveils Model Y crossover, should consumers buy into drama-filled company? Consumer Reports has no financial relationship with advertisers on this site. It's a crucial moment for electric car maker Tesla. CEO Elon Musk unveiled the Model Y crossover SUV at a Thursday night event in Los Angeles. The car Tesla needs the Model Y in its arsenal. A small crossover is a lot closer to the kind of vehicle most Americans are buying now. Tesla needs to act. There has been positive momentum for the company lately. It might seem like all is falling into place for the drama-filled EV company. But consumers should add to it the swirl around CEO Musk, and any car shopper might be justified in questioning the company's long-term future and sustained investment in customer service. In just the last month, Musk announced that Tesla would shutter most of its showrooms and then reversed course little more than a week later. The SEC is, regardless of the buzz that Tesla generates, it matters most how well the company can handle the basics: building cars, providing top-notch customer service not just at sales time, but also for maintenance and repairs, and inherently delivering on its promises. Tesla from the very beginning has been a high-wire act, said Mike Gardner, an automotive analyst with Gardner Incorporated. They've constantly been. What should consumers looking to buy a Tesla make of company and all the drama? Below are more Model Y specs. At the Thursday event, Musk revealed the details on Tesla's latest crossover. On stage, the first versions available will be the long-range and performance trims, which is the same approach the car company took with the Model 3. These Model Y, the entry-level Model Y trim, called Standard Range, won't begin production until early 2021, according to the Tesla website. Buyers can put deposits down now on the long-range and performance trims on the website, which also provides specs for those versions. The Model Y long-range version with rear-wheel drive should get 300 miles of range on a full battery, go from 0 to 60 mph in 5.5 seconds and reach a top speed of 130 mph. A long-range the specs for the performance trim live up to its name. Tesla says it will go 280 miles on a full charge, go from 0-60 in 3.5 seconds, and have a top speed of 150 mph. When the lower-cost Standard arrives, it is expected to start at $39,000. It will have a 230-mile range, Tesla says. All Model Ys will come with forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, and blind spot warning, the company says. Autopilot: will Tesla be tardy with Model Y? A major sticking point for Tesla has been meeting targets for new vehicles. It has been consistent, but Tesla had always emphasized that the importance of the Model 3 was the ability to sell it at $35,000, close to the average price of a new car in the US. Until this month, most Model 3 sales were for configurations sold at $50,000 or more. The automaker's website says delivery of the $35,000 Model 3 will take 6-8 weeks after a buyer orders one. In response to a question from CR, Tesla said that its website provides the latest, most up-to-date time frames for delivery. The delivery estimate, overpromising of another kind, has plagued the automaker's full self-driving capability. Tesla collected, and whenever it does come, full self-driving capability won't be what its name suggests. It's unlikely that, Tesla said, customers who purchased full self-driving in 2016 and 2017 were made aware that the functionality is dependent upon extensive software validation and regulatory approval, which may vary widely by jurisdiction, and that it was impossible to know when exactly the feature would become available. How good are Tesla's vehicles? Are they reliable? Consumer Reports establishes an overall score on every vehicle that we test. We consider its if the reliability of any of the Tesla models improved again based on reports from owner Suak could gain a CR recommendation, and the Model S would be among the highest rated vehicles in its class. In our survey, Tesla owners have reported numerous problems involving the air suspension, doors, and electronics. Part of Tesla's reliability problems can be chalked up to how frequently the company re-engineers its models, says Jake Fisher, Senior Director of Auto Testing at Consumer Reports. Unlike other even with the bugs, Tesla tops CRS owner satisfaction survey, outstripping brands like Porsche and Genesis, ranked second and third, for the top spot. Its overall score. If being an early adopter is very important to you, you might be very happy buying a Tesla, Fisher says. You'll get cutting. We asked Tesla to outline any steps they might be taking to improve reliability, and they declined to answer. How hard is it to service a Tesla? One of the biggest questions for consumers will be how easy it will be to line up repairs when needed. Compared with most, Tesla service centers are concentrated in larger cities and heavily populated states. According to the list, in January, Musk said it would be easier to scale up its mobile service fleet than the physical service centers. In the February 28 call where Musk announced the arrival of the $35,000 Model 3, he promised to improve service for Tesla customers. Musk said Tesla, "My top priority this year is making service amazing at Tesla," Musk said. Yet, days after that call, Tesla reportedly laid off several dozen service specialists, calling those claims into question. The company did not. Tesla handles replacement parts differently as well. Franchised car. Musk said in January that the company made a strategic mistake in the past by not having parts located at service centers, so that even simple repairs would take days, he said. Going forward, will online-only sales make it easier to buy a Tesla? Tesla has fought state by state to be able to sell its vehicles without a traditional dealer network. In his February, all Teslas would be sold with a no questions asked return policy as long as cars were returned within 7 days, and with fewer than 1,000 miles on them. That would make Now, about 2 weeks later, Tesla says it won't close many retail locations after all, but customers will still have to order online. Test drives will. In response to our questions, Tesla said it never intended to end all test drives. It was always The overall point of online sales is to reach customers in states where Tesla hasn't been able to sell effectively because of franchise laws, Musk said on February 28. Ultimately, this substantially opens up our ability to sell the car, Musk said then. It's 2019. It will still be harder to buy a Tesla than buying a car from a traditional automaker, said Consumer Reports auto industry analyst Mel Yu. Many tasks that, even picking up a vehicle, can be tricky, Yu said. You might have to track. How does the Model 3 compare with other EVs? The $35,000 Model 3 was an important Tesla corporate goal from the beginning of the company, Musk said on February 28. The base model will, for $35,000, consumers get a car with a 220-mile range, and 0-60 mph acceleration in 5.6 seconds, Tesla says. In addition, Musk predicted that a standard range plus version of the car, at a starting price of $37,000, would be more popular. Those buyers will get. Tesla's appeal is more advanced technology, a full glass roof, much faster acceleration and sleeker and upscale styling, compared with the Leaf or the Bolt, says Ed Kim, an analyst with Auto Pacific. But the Nissan and the federal tax credit works this way. Once an automaker has sold 200,000 EVs, its federal tax credit drops from $7,500 to $3,750 for 6 months, then to $1,875 for 6 months, and then goes away entirely. Tesla's tax credit. Many consumers like to lease rather than buy EVs, because they get the benefits of the federal tax credit up front and they don't have to absorb a big hit in depreciation, said Kim. EV technology. The Model 3 is a purchase-only proposition, so the payments will be much higher compared to a lease on a comparably priced EV from a legacy automaker, Kim said. The purchaser may. Consumer Reports is an independent, non-profit organization that works side by side with consumers to create a fairer, safer, and healthier world. CR does not.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.